I want this battery to come out. What the hell, GoPro? Oh, we're still recording. Hey guys, apparently I can't take the damn battery out. Hey guys, welcome back across our garage. So last time we left off, we were talking about doing the C-notch down here, but we didn't have enough material, did we? So instead, I took a little bit of time and can you see the transmission cross member? Got it capped off and painted it. That's the word I'm looking for. Painted that bad boy. Now I'm gonna tell you what, guys. She looks slick. That ain't no joke. I really like this paint. I don't know what it is. I gotta find the can because I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna do the whole dang chassis in it. I mean, it's a good, hard paint. So like I said, we were talking about doing C-notch. Really need to do the C-notch. I mean, that's our next move on this thing, do the C-notch. Because my plan is, I was thinking about covering up the Willys because I don't want it sitting out there in the snow and rain all winter long. But while I'm doing a little research and I'm in conversations with someone about the front end for the front suspension for the Willys, while all that's going on, if I finish up this back end, I can put the body back on. What do you think about that? I'm gonna have to get all this goofiness out of here, you know, because I don't know where it comes to. It comes like here. I want to get all this goofiness out of here. But my whole front end will still be open for me to work on. Welcome to Crosshair Garage. Anyway, so we were talking about the C-notch. Again, I'm going to bring up the C-notch. Well, what do we got here? We got some 2x4 tubing. Well, yes, we do. So, today, this video is going to be C-notch video. We're going to start out. We got the old welding cable cleaned off. Got it deburred. Mostly. We're going to build some C-notches, guys. So y'all just give me a minute. So guys, here we are. We're back with our template. Our template, as I like to call it, because I'm French, if y'all didn't know. My ancestral background is French, so I like to call it a template. So I'm going to start out just tracing these. I mean, that's what you do with the template. The thing about this is, when I cut this, I actually want to leave a decent gap because my plan is, in case you don't know, I lost my template material. So let's say when I cut this, I'm going to leave this back section joined. Then I'm just going to bring it down. So my plan is I want to leave a gap. Like so. Because I want to weld, I want to get a good penetrating weld down into there. Because, well, I don't want this breaking on me going down the road, guys. I don't. I don't feel like dying. You know, I may be a redneck, I may be a hillbilly, but I kind of like to do things right when my life's on the line. And the lives of other people, really, when you think about it. So this is going to be our top. Oh, I put on the welding jacket just a little too soon. It's warm today, fellas. So now we're just going to kind of eyeball that line right across there. take our template material again, and so that one goes there. So we're going to drop it around here like so. We're going to line those two lines up. Now, if you're sitting there saying, Jeff, come on, we know all this. We know how to do this. Well, A, this part of the video is not for you. Feel free to skip ahead. I wouldn't though, because I'm bound to do something stupid. But maybe somebody out there doesn't know how to do this, all right? That's why I'm showing it. That's all I'm saying. We're going to break out our trusty Chicago electric here. Warrior that I just bought. I bought a second Warrior. They were on sale. And it broke within 2 weeks. And you know, I would take it back, but it's just not worth it to me to drive up there. I'll just wait till they have them on sale again. I think I gave 15 bucks for it on sale. Every time I see these on sale for like 15, between 15 and I don't know, $24 or so, I pick one up. That's why I have so many and they always break all the time. Alright guys, so this is what we're left with. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna... Should be good. I mean, there's gonna be a little refining that's gonna need to be done. That's just the way it is. But this is now going to be our template. So I'm going to grab this other piece. Because I do want both of these to be exactly the same. Or, you know, close enough to the same. What we're going to do is we're going to work on refining one, getting one how we want it. And then we'll spend time on the other one. I'll tell you what guys, I just got no steam for this right now. Wonder what we could make out of this. Can we make something cool? No, we can't. But, hey, scrap metal. So let me get a flat disc on this. I want to get all the edges cleaned up. Give them a nice bevel. Even though we plan on leaving a gap, in case there's no gaps, I still want to have it beveled out. So guys, let me show you something. These flat discs are from Benchmark Abrasives. And they are absolute junk. They're expensive. These, I buy off Amazon in like a 50 pack. They have no name on them. They're thin little guys. And these things rip. I mean, these things are awesome. Benchmark Abrasives, man, y'all need to step up your game, seriously. Asking me to give you a good review. Here's your review. These things are junk, all right? And I'm telling y'all, don't buy the product until they decide to step up their game. I don't know. Buy these, go to Harbor Freight. The ones at Harbor Freight are 100 times better than these, all right? These are absolute, look at this. I can generally use a flat disc for a long ass time. This, I don't think I could file my nails with them. Look how many of these I'm going through. Junk. I'm like the freaking Incredible Hulk, guys. If the Incredible Hulk was a gigantic wuss. Alright, so obviously we have some issues. No big deal. That's why we have clamps. So obviously by tack, I mean mini weld. But we'll get this tack, we'll take it over to the Willys. We'll see how she looks. Now the good thing about all this is it doesn't have to be 100% exact. It's just it has to be exact from one side to the next. So obviously I got the Grand Canyon to jump over here, but that's fine. I'd rather have that than no gap. Now if you guys are sitting there going, how did he just jump the Grand Canyon? I told y'all I was the Evel Knievel of welding. Y'all don't listen. You gotta listen. You gotta watch your videos and listen. Because I mess up a lot, so I have learned to jump some gaps. That's what, on a serious note, that's what makes you good. Which I'm not good. I'm not saying I'm good. But your mistakes, you got to learn from your mistakes. If you don't try and fail, you don't learn. Sometimes you try and succeed and you learn, you know? Does that make sense? I don't know. You know what? Don't listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All I know is that this is laying flat now. So, I'm going to flip it on over. I'm going to give her some Grand Canyon gap jumping over here real quick. Just a couple spots, that's it. Then we'll take her over to the Willys, see how she looks. Is this what we're going for? I don't know. I remember thinking when I did the thingamabob that it was ugly. So I don't know. Maybe this is our C-notch. I don't know yet, guys. By the way, got some, I haven't even gotten one yet, alright? I got some Crossfire Garage t-shirts available. If you go over on my Instagram, which is in one of these, or, you know, if you find me on Facebook, I think you can link to my Facebook from my Instagram, but I don't really post on Instagram except for to let you know the video's out. Same thing I do on Instagram. I prefer Instagram because it's less people, you know, complaining and posting dumb stuff. Anyway, me and Facebook, we don't have a great relationship, but going over to my Instagram, Crossfire Garage 21, there's a thing there about, you know, or drop down in the comments, there's my, or the detail of the thing of this video. My Venmo's in there, $30 for a shirt. But go over to my Instagram and take a look, see which one, because I got two different ones. And I can get just about any color you want. So, you know, shoot me a message on that too. I'm not doing that, what do they call that, like Shopify or what is it, where third party does it and all that stuff. I'm ordering these. These are being made to order. How's that? You know what I mean? Because yeah. I don't have money to buy a bunch of shirts sitting around here hoping you guys buy them. So if you want a shirt, and I'm not making money off of them anyway. To be honest, the shirts are costing me almost as much to make as they are to sell them to you. I left a little bit of playroom in there. Like there's like $4 playroom on the shirts, and that's to ship them. Buy a damn shirt already. All right, I'm gonna get the pin. Or a pin. I got a pin around here. Here's my big concern, guys. And it's not that big of a concern, to be honest. My big concern is that we're going to have to notch a little bit of this away to fit around this. This pipe tube, whatever the hell this thing is. But it's not that big of a deal. Let me get this jacked up. Let me get this tire off. I gotta change the battery out real quick. So when I come back, that'll all be, you know, that part will be done. So that's what I'm getting at here. I want this battery to come out. What the hell, GoPro? Oh, we're still recording. Hey guys, apparently I can't take the damn battery out. All right, guys, so here's what we're looking at. I apologize, I thought I had the camera on before I thought I had it off. I'm no good at this. Anyway, obviously we got a little situation. And this is why I wanted to make one and get it fitted up before I made the other one. Well, this side here is going to need a little bit of trimming from the mount here where that bar goes across. It's riveted in. And I think our best bet is going to be to cut this back open it up some more, bring it in some more so it'll drop down in there, because right now we're interfering with that 1/4 inch plate, or I think it's big. It might be 3/8 plate, whatever. I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to get into where the 4-link is mounted up. So I think our best bet is going to be to trim a little bit off this section. But first we're gonna cut this, let this sit in here, and then we'll figure out where we want to, trim it here to get it to fit up against the frame rail properly. Does that make sense to you? So I'm not gonna bore you and make you watch me cut that and push it back and all that stuff. I'm probably not gonna weld it this time, just in case I need to move it a little bit. So basically, I'm just gonna cut it. So as you can see, all I did was I basically, cut a notch out of this to fit around that. It fit nicely there. What am I hitting now? I'll tell you what. If it ain't one thing, it's another. But let's throw a level on this thing. I cannot make that up, guys. First try. I mean, we got lucky on that one. Do not mistake that for skill. That's luck. 100% luck. But you know what? I'd rather be lucky than good. So I'm gonna get some clamps in a position here. And then we're gonna throw a tack on here. And then we can pull it out. We can get one of them welded up, and then we can work on the other one. That won't be tonight. There's probably not even gonna weld this up tonight. I'm just gonna get it tacked up, get a fresh start tomorrow after work. Weekend's coming up. We'll really hit it hard this weekend. But let me get a couple clamps. I'm thinking that we made really good progress today. Busting out this 1C channel. I still want to do a little more cutting stuff, move. There's still a little more fidgeting around I want to do. I don't want to come in all gung-ho like I did with making this and mess something up. I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna let my brain work overnight, because this'll, you know how it goes. This is gonna be on my brain all night long. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. I'm gonna be thinking about stuff, because I'm getting ready to cut a chunk of my frame out here. It's one of those things I want to give extra thought to. I don't like doing this. I'm gonna let my brain work on this a little bit. Now, obviously, I can see we have plenty of room for that bag mount at this point. I mean, that's not an issue, and we're gonna get everything centered up. Spaces like this, I want to come in here and I want to kind of, can you all even see what I'm pointing at? I don't know. These GoPros, they got a little bitty screen, whatever. Anyway, but I need a pointy device. Here we go. So wherever this decides to land, I want to come in here and I want to give a 45-degree cut. See how nice that weld is? Because I had that gap to go into. I can get a good penetrating weld, a good strong weld that way. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, just do this and do that. Why do you got these big gaps? You know what? I like welding gaps. I do. Now this down here, that's not going to be a gap. I'm going to have to fill that. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That's further down the road. I may even have an idea to make this not look so bad. Probably not, but we'll see. Anyway, Quit distracting me, fellas. Well, I'm not gonna do that because I'm losing this whole section. See, this is why I need to stop and think. I need to think about what's going on. I need to put a piece of metal back here again. I obviously need to put a piece of metal in here again. There's a lot going on here. So I don't want to go crazy right now with it. I want to let it marinate in my mind. What we got is a really good start here, and that sucker is going to sit low. I'm telling you that. And I'll tell you, if the frame doesn't touch the ground, we'll cut it up and we'll do it again. I'm not going to be happy till that frame hits the ground. I'll see y'all tomorrow. How's that? So guys, we're back. Saturday, I had myself my traditional Taco Bell Saturday after I went out. I picked up some this stuff, welding wire. Picked up a roll of 10-pound roll of welding wire today. As you remember last weekend, everybody was out. I wound up picking up a 2-pound roll from Menards. And it's actually been a pretty good roll. I don't remember what brand it is, but it's pretty good quality. I like it. Let me show you what we got going on. So as you can see, I pretty much have one of the C notches done. I want to go back through and hit some spots with some welds, where I had to jump some gaps and stuff. But this is going to be our template for making our next one. I'm supporting my girl Veronica Grimm right now. Y'all have to go check her out. Check her out. She's on YouTube. She's on Spotify. All that stuff. Her new album, Chaos Magic. Freaking unbelievable. Great album. Anyway, definitely go check her out. I'd appreciate it. She'd appreciate it. So anyway, we're going to get back to this. We're going to get back to it in a second. I'm going to take myself a little break. I actually did a lot of work while the camera was off, so take a little break. All right, guys, so this is where we're at. This here is dead. It's dead on. I need to work this out a little bit. I'm a little off. Because I got the fronts clamped. I don't have the backs clamped, so it's going to pull in a little bit. But I think we're at a good point here. So what I need to remember to do is right down here, I need to remember to either cut out a space or drill out a space big enough to get that. I might be able to get that nut in there. I don't know. Let me take a look. But either way, the bolt, I need room for that bolt to go through there. You know what I'm saying? I need some room for it to go into the frame. So I need to mark that to do that. Then I want to get all this straightened up where it's 100% perfect where it's sitting. I've got the frame jacked up just a hair, keeping it level because my floor is unlevel. And I'll tell you what, there is nothing in the world more relaxing than building suspension parts for your 50-year-old vehicle in your garage that has a floor that goes every which way but straight, Anyway, I also want to go ahead and get these bag mounts. Well, I'm going to cut those off, so whatever, it'll be fine. I don't know, we got a lot of work for this video, to be honest. That one over there turned out all right. It pretty much looks identical to this one, Height-wise, I believe it's all identical. I got to double check my measurements of everything. Right there, we're right at 12 inches from the center of the frame, from the center bottom of the frame to the, right there, we're at 12 inches. So yeah, we are money, folks. Hey guys, check this out. This just landed in my yard. We got some pretty high winds out there today. I guess it landed in a tree and then made its way to my yard. That's cool. I like it. It's getting hung up in here. You know me, I like my Halloween stuff. I'm gonna hang it right there so I can hit my head on it. No, I ain't doing that. Hang it right there. Beautiful. Did you catch that? I said beautiful. Anyway. Beautiful. Guys, we're gonna test out this Croyle penetrant. I'm gonna start spraying this down because I eventually am gonna have to get this off here. So I'm just gonna spray it down every time I walk past for the next week or so. See if I can't get those loosened up. spray everything down, you know? I don't know, it smells just like a regular old Croyle, but it could be different. We'll find out. Let's leave it here. Well guys, I was afraid of that. I thought we were going to run out of wire. So, my plan is here. Alright, so my plan is here. I'm welding this piece of 2x2 up against the frame here. And then I'm going to line this up against it. Make sure everything's square. Make sure everything's level up here. But I don't have, obviously these are all angled, so I can't get a square. So by welding this piece of 2x2 on there, I can make sure that that's square, which it's not. But it doesn't matter that it's square, it matters that it's flush against this. And then I can pull this up to it, throw some tacks in there, and it will be square at that point, if that makes sense. But I'm going to change this wire, and then we'll get back to it. So here's where we're sitting now. I've got these tacked in, both sides, and I haven't fully welded them in, just enough to hold them into place. I cut out some recesses so I could put these cross members in. This is 2x2, 1/4 inch wall, square tubing. My only concern, because I didn't think about it too much, was I'm worried about hitting the 4-link bars, the upper link bars, on the down travel. Which if I do, I'll just move them up. I'll just move this bar up. Whatever. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it now, but wait and see. My next course of action here is going to be to get everything kind of tacked into place. These cross members, just to tack on them, probably on the insides. And tomorrow we're going to cut this out and we'll put our bag mounts on, tack those into position, and then we're going to see, what we got happening, basically, see where we're at that point. I may not tack this front one in, like I say, because I'm concerned about it hitting those upper link bars. So I may just let that one kind of ride where it's at for right now. I think if I tack this back one in, we're gonna have enough support. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna throw some tacks on these, and then I'll see you guys bright and early, and we'll cut this frame out. That's not scary at all. All right guys, so here's the deal. I'm too excited to wait till tomorrow. I started straightening up, and I was like, you know what? I just want to take that out of there. I just want to get it out. I want to drop it down. I want to see what we're looking at. I got a couple hours before I need to be doing anything, so I'm going to slice those out of there real quick and slap some tires on it, and we'll drop her down. How's it sound? All right, y'all enjoy the time lapse. Well guys, here we are, moment of truth. We're just gonna drop it down, see what happens. I do have this piece of 2x4 back here underneath the frame, keeping everything level. Got keeping everything in the air and keeping everything level. So we're just gonna ease the jack down. So I don't know about you guys, but this is the kind of moment I'm waiting for, or been waiting for. How low will she go? Yeah. So definitely on the bright side, we didn't hit the link bar here. We are going to have to, I dropped the drive shaft down to the ground, but we are going to have to notch this drive shaft, or not the drive shaft, the cross member here. No big deal. Obviously, we just made this. But yeah, we are ass on the ground, guys. Now the jack is obviously in the way, but yeah, it would hit the ground if we wanted it to. So I don't know, that we may have to, and I'm thinking we may have to remount the shocks up onto this bar, because there's no way those shocks are going to let that go down. But yeah, we're there, guys. I mean, we got some stuff to figure out still, but we're there. We're on the ground. Now, the front still has to come way down. So anyway, guys, this is a success. Now we just got some stuff to figure out in the process of this, or in the wake of this, you might say. I don't know. Now I'm thinking. So anyway, tomorrow I'll come back in here and we're gonna do some cleanup work. Maybe I'll come up with some ideas as far as some other stuff goes over, the evening. But we're definitely gonna have to move the shocks. It is what it is. All right, guys. So what we're gonna focus on today is building some shock mounts. We're gonna put them off this bar now. We're gonna move them obviously up from here because, well, that's just not gonna work at this point. So, but I'm not gonna go through the trouble of removing those. Whatever, it is what it is. But if my calculations are correct, right now we will be sitting with our body 4 inches off the ground. As you can see, I got levels all over the place, making sure everything's still in line. Obviously, it's not completely, because our front end's still kicked up in the air. It's like we're doing a wheelie right now. But that'll straighten itself out when we do the IFS up front. So what I need to focus on first, though, is inside here, because these shock mounts are going to be, they're going to be within, an inch of the inside of this tubing here. So I need to focus on, I need to weld this up, and I'll probably go ahead and weld this up on the inside here. Because once I build my shock mounts, I'm not going to be able to get there. So give me a minute, I'm going to get that welded up and smoothed out, all that stuff, make it look a little bit pretty. And we'll see where we go from there. So I got those welded in just on these two sides, cleaned up a little bit. I'm not super concerned with the welds being pretty. Nobody's ever going to see this, and we're not taking this thing to SEMA. So, could you imagine that? Crossfire garage at SEMA? That'd be kind of hilarious. So I was looking at some of these cutoff pieces that we got, and I'm seeing if I can't figure out an easy way to make my shock mounts. And I think I have an idea. You know, I can just make them all out of one piece. So let me see what I can whip up here. I got to do some brainstorming, and y'all know how that goes. That's going to take like 3 hours. Okay, so I made up these little doodads. Went ahead and welded that nut onto the back side because I'm not going to have room to get inside there. This one here is a little wonky, so this one here, because this one I decided to cut on the plasma, and well, I'm just not good with the plasma. So this one, I'm going to get into place. I'm going to make sure it's level and everything. Then we're going to level this one up, and we're going to get some shocks hooked up and see how that goes. All right, let's see how these shocks do. Probably shouldn't go standing on that before I weld it in. So we got a little bounce there. Not much, but you know, we're not going to be riding that far down anyway. Come on. All right, folks, once again, we have shock. So right here at this height, we're sitting with the body 10 inches off the ground. I think that's probably the max we're going to go with it ever. Right there, we're going to be about 6 inches off the ground. That's probably going to be our normal ride height. And at that point, we're really away from that bag. So I don't see any, I don't forego any issues with this setup as of right now. The big question is going to be mounting the airbags at this point. You probably can't see it. So I'm gonna go through here, cap all this, weld all this up solid. That's gonna be a different video. Listen guys, it's Sunday. I got a lot of stuff I gotta get done. I gotta, you know, I work for a living, so I gotta do my laundry. I gotta go do some grocery shopping. I've been playing around all weekend with this thing. So I do want to take a quick gander. So like I say, I do believe we're going to have to notch this out for our drive shaft at this point. I'll probably just take some of that, I got another piece of that 2x4 square tubing, you know, bump it up or something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Anyway guys, do me a favor, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, shoot me an email if you want to talk to me, drop me a comment. If you got ideas that you think would be cool on this, you know, drop me an idea, drop me a comment, whatever. Anyway, I don't know, guys, I'm wiped. We got a lot more to go on this Willys, trying to get her done by springtime, and we're gonna start hitting car shows with it. And then you know, she ain't no SEMA build. Maybe I should tell people we're building a SEMA car, and people, then the new subscribers that are coming on are like, what the hell, this guy's building this thing for SEMA? And you know, let all the nasty comments come in, because she's not a SEMA car. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, please do me a favor and subscribe at someone, you know, somewhere you can hit subscribe. I don't know. You can hit subscribe somewhere. And listen, I really appreciate all the support that I'm getting from my current subscribers. And if you're new, subscribe. We have a lot of fun. We do some giveaways, stuff like that. It's always fun. This channel, you never know what you're going to get. You're going to get me acting like an idiot, screwing things up. 90% of the time, that's what you're going to see. But what you're going to see is that you can do this stuff in your own garage. Okay? And you have yet to see me use fancy tools. You know, you have yet to see me use anything that you can't go out and buy. I don't even have 220 volts in this garage. You can do it. So anyway, listen, I love you guys. Y'all stay awesome. Take care, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.